What's up YouTube? Welcome to Hedgehog Finance. This is a channel where we talk about how to research into companies, how to build conviction, and how to make money in the stock market. Okay, so I'm going to begin by talking about the big issues. As you guys have known, Tesla has been buying $1.5 billion of Bitcoin. Okay, with this big huge news of Tesla buying $1.5 billion of Bitcoin, it might actually serve as a very good catalyst for Tesla stock. So firstly, the future of Tesla buying into Bitcoin can actually means that Tesla is actually building a decentralized network of payment system so that it can actually accept Bitcoin in the future of its robo-taxi business, whereby people, this is just my thinking and my imagination of how the vision of Tesla buying Bitcoin will turn out in the future. So they can have their own app to actually accept payment using Bitcoin for their robotaxi business, and this actually greatly reduce the fees when they actually have a banking system or they accept cash payment or different types of currency payments traditionally. So it reduces the fees, and secondly, it actually reduces the regulations required when it is actually accepting all the traditional currency payments. So having Bitcoin into their payment system is actually very useful. And next thing, it can actually be quite detrimental in the short term, I feel, because as stated in the financial statement of Tesla buying the Bitcoin, if the fair value of Bitcoin goes up, Tesla doesn't really get to record it into the financial statement. But if it goes down, you actually have to record it as a loss on impairment loss. So because of this, let's say right now it bought in 1.5 billion of Bitcoin, but if the fair value of Bitcoin actually records a loss of 500 million, and recorded quarter on previous year was around 300 million of net profit. So with a 500 million loss on Bitcoin, actually projects a loss on Tesla's financial statement. So because of that, in the short term, with a speculative investment into Bitcoin using its cash reserve, it might actually cause a huge effect on its statements. So in the short term, if investors look at the statements and see that there's a huge loss, it might actually cause the share price to tank. So what can we do as Tesla investors? What does it mean? What can we do now? And we also see that just recently, with $1.5 billion of Bitcoin purchased by Tesla, we see that Kimbal Musk, the brother of Elon Musk, actually sold out 30,000 shares of Tesla, which is worth about, I believe, 30 million, if I'm not wrong, this information. So because of this news, we might actually see that it raised a few concerns on Tesla stocks, and that's why we can see that with Tesla breaking out 850, 900, but it's slowing down and dropping to $800. So what does it mean? With so much sharing on the news, what does it mean for investors? To be honest, for myself as a Tesla investor, I wouldn't care much about it. Okay, so let's say if it really happens that Bitcoin drop and then it has to record an impairment loss, that's great, right? If the share price drop further, I will just average and buy in. Okay, because again, another tip for investors is that for those starting out or seasoned investors, even for seasoned investors, okay, if you have like a 2x, 3x multiple return, but if you see that Tesla has a 10x return in the next 10 years, we wouldn't want to sell. You wouldn't want to sell. Okay, so again, average it. Okay, it's okay. Do not pay attention to news that much, but again, build a conviction. So again, what I'm sharing here is again building a conviction in Tesla stock. Okay. So buying into Bitcoin is okay if you see a short-term volatility and fluctuations in this couple of months and year. But in the future, I do believe that Elon Musk actually thought it out. Okay, he actually has to hedge against its inflation of his huge cash reserve, so it actually can mean a good thing for Tesla, and also building a decentralized payment system in the next years ahead, and this is a very smart move. I hope this video will help a beginning investor in setting out your fundamentals, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.